Hi, friends. It's Amy. Welcome to my bookish life. Today I have an interesting unboxing for you. So, I don't even remember signing up for this giveaway, but I want to give away from a publisher. So, this comes from Quirk Books in Philadelphia. I'm really excited for this. Before I tell you the name of the book, listen to this description. This is a middle grade fantasy adventure and an enchanting story about the price of keeping secrets and the power of finding your voice. Full of dramatic landscapes, fascinating magic, and compelling characters, Octavia's world is one readers can easily immerse themselves in. Isn't that amazing? My gosh, so excited. So here it is. This is so beautiful. Hunters of the Lost City by Callie Wallace. Oh, look at the colors on this. All right. So 12-year-old Octavia grew up believing the town of Vittoria was the only one left in the world. The sole survivors of a deadly magical war and plague, the people of Vittoria knew there's no one alive outside the town walls except the terrible monsters that prowl the forest. But then the impossible happens. Octavia meets another girl beyond the walls, someone who claims to have traveled from far away. Everything Octavia has ever believed is thrown into question, and there's no going back. In her quest for the truth, she discovers a world full of lies, monsters, and magic. She'll have to use every scrap of her wits and courage to uncover what's real about her family, her home, and the rest of the world. Packed with shocking twists, frightening monsters, and dark magic. This is a page-turning fantasy adventure for middle grade fans of Holly Black and Tamora Pierce. Look at this. Look how pretty. That's gorgeous. That's a gorgeous naked hardback right there. A sorcerer's war, a web of lies, a dangerous secret. Let's see what the first sentence is. For every girl who wants to change the world. There's a map. Gotta love a map. Shaped like a star. The bells of Vittoria. Every morning, as the first light of the sun shone over the mountains, bells rang from the 7 watchtowers of Vittoria. Octavia kicked her thick blankets down, jumped out of bed, and threw open the shutters. The morning was cold, and her breath misted as she leaned on the windowsill. The scents of fresh bread and warm pastries rose from her family's bakery below. The first bell to chime was atop the tallest tower, which overlooked Wyvern Gate on the northern side of town. It rang as soon as the sunlight touched the summits of the highest peaks surrounding the valley. Movement on the narrow street caught Octavia's eye. 4 stories down, a pair of town guards in black uniforms rushed down Fishing Cat Lane toward Juniper Street. She felt an uncomfortable twinge of worry in her chest. It wasn't normal for the guards to be rushing about this early before the gates were even open. Something must have happened during the night. She didn't hear any shouts or sounds of alarm. She hoped it was nothing serious. The guards were gone from Fishing Cat Lane by the time the second bell began to ring. 5 more followed in quick succession, and soon all 7 bells were ringing together, all around the 7-pointed star of Vittoria's high walls. Their song chased up and down the River Nix and the long road, echoed from the rocky mountainside and the forested hills, and filled the terraced fields and orchards of the lonely vale. For the townspeople of Vittoria, the morning bells meant the day was about to begin. The bells meant it was time to wake, time to rise, time to work. During the daytime, it was safe to venture beyond the wall. It would be safe until darkness fell again. Vittoria was the last town in the world, home to the only survivors of a terrible war, surrounded by a vast and dangerous wilderness. Octavia's journey to discover the truth about her world couldn't be more timely and relevant. So I just wanted to jump on quick and share this book with you because I'm super excited. I don't know when I'm going to get to this, but I can tell you right now I want to get to it sooner rather than later. It just sounds so good. So thank you, Quirk Books, for sending me this book. I'm so excited to see what this world is all about. All right, I have a second ARC that I have received. This one came to school. I think that I signed up for both of these at the same time, and one just came to school and one came to my apartment. So that's why I forgot about both of them. But I did open this and I was like, we're going to hold on to that. So, all right. What is this? Children of Stardust by Adudzi Adodo. Adudzi Adodo writes the stories he wished he'd had as a child, science fiction infused with African culture and mythology. Sounds good. All right, so this is going to be sci-fi. We have some African mythology, African culture. Zero was a mass of conflicting emotions. This would be his first mission. What if they failed to find the mask of the Shaman King? The entire galaxy was at stake. Zero Adeji dreams of joining one of the Saba guilds, groups of intergalactic travelers who explore space, retrieve lost treasures, and hunt down criminals. Instead, he must scrape by as a guide to travelers stranded on his home planet of Anansi 12. I know that story. Okay. Then he meets Wanderblatch, a strange creature with an even stranger object, a golden pyramid that houses a legendary Koba sticker called the Jupiter. When the Jupiter chooses Zero as its next host, he is recruited by a top Saba guild so he can harness his newfound powers. But the stakes are rising, and Zero and his friends, Camille and Lottie, are tasked with recovering an artifact known as the Mask of the Shaman King, which can grant wishes at a terrible price. And they're not the only ones on the hunt. Space Mafia head Roseanne Liambre is desperate to use the mask to break his family's curse. The trio must use their wits, courage, and friendship to achieve their quest and to protect the galaxy. Sounds like a lot, but it sounds really good. So this is an advanced reader copy. It's coming out October 2022 from Norton Young Reader. The art is not final, but look at this. It has meet the characters. So Zero, home planet, Anansi 12, affiliation, Shango Heart, likes Sabafax Afrobeats music, expanding his Zero Worries business. Koba stickers. Okay, so that's him and his two friends. Okay, let's read the first sentence. Zero was on his way to the crash site of the whizzer he had seen falling from the sky when he heard someone yell, "Your money or your life!" Zero raised his hands in the air, causing a few packets of plantain chips to tumble to the desert ground. I'm going to keep reading a little bit. In his head, Zero made a quick inventory of everything he had on him. As always, the oversized brown coat he wore whenever he rescued stranded space travelers bulged with enough food to feed a small army of space trolls. The inner pockets were filled to the brim with packets of Java sweet and sour roasted cricket snacks. He had a slab of Dralaxian blue cheese whose smell caused most creatures with 2 nostrils and a working nervous system to give him a wide berth. Going down his right pant leg, he had some ostrich meat sausages, and going down his left, he had a Komodo and lettuce sandwich that folded over his knee every time he took a step. I'm just picturing these things. Holy cow. That is a picture. That is a picture. So we're going to start right off with a bang. It sounds like, holy cow. Nice. That's one I want to get to. I don't know when I'll get to that, but that one is good. Actually, whew, they both sound good. So let me know. Have you heard of either of these? What do you think? Do they sound intriguing to you? They both sound really intriguing to me. Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to chat with you. I would love it if you would like this video. If you'd like to see more from me, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. I hope you're finding something wonderful to read. And until next time, happy reading. Bye.